being that we're talking about your style right now, your style is very different. And I've got friends who have MMA fighters and they have striking coach, grappling coach, a physio. And some of these coaches are very set in their ways, how they want you to be. And if you go a little bit off, they have a real problem with that.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? Because you've got such a different style. You're you know.
I was fortunate. So my style does come from somewhere. It's like I said, it's the Laogai Kung Fu traditionally, but there's a sport called freestyle kickboxing, very similar to Taekwondo. If you was watching it, you know, there's people scoring points and stuff. It's more the speed element of kickboxing than it is the power element of kickboxing. People are more drawn to the power element just because, you know, they want to see blood. We've got that fixated thing in us. We just want to see, you know, people just go to war. But this side is more done on the speed element side. This is why not a lot of people kind of has seen our style. But I've done that for 20 plus years before I got into mixed martial arts. And as you say, it's like, I have to find the right coach, because all this time I've been spoiled in the sense that it was my dad that was my coach.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, I need to find someone that I can connect with in that kind of way, and is okay with me still utilizing my style, because I would never have been able to do it any other way. It had to have been my way. And
which is getting you to number one at the moment.
Of course, yeah, no, definitely.
So you knew it worked, but yeah.
It's funny you say that. I didn't, but I'll get back to that.
Okay.
But my so I've traveled. I'm talking. I got my family, my siblings have actually moved to the States, so I've gone over to the States, and there's gyms over there. At the time, it was a case of MMA was quite small over here. So it was like, in order to be successful, you had to go to the States, in my mind.
Right.
Because I didn't know enough. I didn't really watch MMA before I even jumped into it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Fly to the States, staying at my sister's. I go to a couple of gyms over there, quite a famous gym, American Top Team. And I was like, yeah, this is the gym for me. I'm going to stay there. When I got back, older brother, Marvin Francis, he was like, let's just check out a couple of gyms local, just to see, you know, if anything, you know, anything kind of sticks out to us. Gone to quite a few gyms, and I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. I'm good with energy, so I'm like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. Gone to London Shoot Fighters gym.
Okay.
And I walked in there. I haven't even met the main coaches there. I've just seen how the classes are being run. I'm listening, like, as much as I don't know what I'm listening to, I can hear sense. Because I used to teach myself. You know, when people, how they structure their teaching and how they're telling you and how I'm like, oh, these guys are good.
Right.
I didn't do any research on them. Didn't know. Flash forward to come to find out that these guys are not only that they were the first MMA gym in the UK, and they've been doing it for years. Their knowledge is ridiculous. But fast forward, my coach has actually, you know, recognized me, not even recognized me doing MMA. This is how good he is. So, not recognized me doing kickboxing, because there's different classes. He's seen me doing jiu-jitsu, and he says, excuse me, come here. So I walked over. He's like, how long have you been doing jiu-jitsu? I was like, oh, since I've joined here, it's probably about, I think it's like 4 weeks at the time. And I was like, yeah, about 4 weeks. He's like, yeah, I can tell because you're shit. And I was like, did he just call me over to call me shit? I was so confused. He's like, but you got good instincts. That means you've done something before. That's what he said.
Wow.
So how can I be getting my ass handed to me, and you know that he said, you just seem to understand when you're in danger. So yeah. I know that means you've done something. What have you done? I was like, kickboxing. You telling me your jitsu is going to be better than your kickboxing? I was like, so your kickboxing is going to be better than your jitsu? I said, I hope so. He said, cool, pad up. And I was like, oh shit, man. Jumped in and, you know, had a first spar. I felt like I did terrible because I just felt pressure. And in my mind, I feel like his response was accurate to how I felt, because he was like, okay, cool, take your gloves off and go back in class. And I was like, oh, damn. And I didn't go in there telling anybody who I was. These times I'm 10 times world champion in kickboxing.
Wow. I
haven't told anybody nothing. I've just come and joined classes. Next day he goes, you want to spar again? I was like, if you want me to. He's like, all right, I'll come. Sparred again. Every day for probably about 7-8 months. Same thing. Sparring. Okay, take your stuff off, join the class. No advice, no nothing. Didn't tell me nothing. But he was putting me through something. He could see my talent.
Yes.
But he's just putting me through it to see what type of personality I am.